Hello.
Welcome to the W7W Podcast.
This is the podcast about our yarn shop in Fort Worth, Texas.
You said it this time.
I said it this time. Do you always pause and see if I will?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I like to give it to you.
Congratulations. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's going on, Hunter?
Staying busy.
Yeah?
That's going on. Yeah, we've been deploying a lot of yarn over the last few weeks.
Yeah? That's a good thing in the heat of the summer.
It is.
So we usually talk about classes.
Let's start off with that. We have a class coming up, wheel maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
That's at the end of the month.
So if you are a spinner or an aspiring spinner, maybe you have a wheel, maybe you were, handed down a wheel, maybe you bought one at a garage sale or estate sale and you just don't know much about it, but you want to clean it because you want to use it, this is the class for you. Mel will go over oiling, cleaning, polishing the wood,
Otherwise maintaining
your wheel, and why and which parts are the most important and how often you should do it. All of this in preparation for the spinning competition coming in October called Spin Together. There was formerly an event.
Right, Spinzilla,
But
through TNNA, but they decided to...
they canceled.
They canceled it, and kind of somewhat last minute, too.
Yeah, it was kind of last minute. So someone else is taking over. I think they're just an independent shop somewhere. So in the past, you would have to pay like $10 to register to be on a team. You don't have to do that anymore. It's a free.
Teams can have up to, 25 people?
Yes. And you can join our team. We will be sponsoring a team. You can join our team. I believe Kristen is heading up. She's our team captain again this year. I say again, but she was our captain for Spinzilla, so she's going to be our captain for Spin Together. She's got a Ravelry group and I believe a Facebook group too. So you've got two different ways to participate, get a hold of us, of course come to the shop. And that is the week of October 6th. I believe it goes through the 13th, so you have 8 days to spin.
Okay.
Or maybe it's 7 and then on the last day you count your yardage. We'll know a little bit more about it when we get there. But there are prizes involved. It is a national competition. I don't know about international, but it's a national competition.
But with that said, we're pretty casual in our approach to these things, so we're not trying to...
We just want to play.
We're not being try-hard about this or anything.
Oh, I try hard.
Try hard?
I try hard.
Play hard.
So that's coming up in October. So get your wheels ready with Mill.
Cool.
All right. Also for classes coming up in September is the yarn crawl. So we are not going to have classes besides beginning knitting and crochet.
Yeah, we're not going to have them on the 2 weekends.
Those 2 weekends. That would be the 13th through the 22nd. However, Sherry Smith is an instructor in the area. She's coming back to do 2 classes. We know for sure that she's going to do this Dustin cardigan by Isabel Kramer. It's a button up, got some nice cables, fingering weight. And she does that. She's going to be doing that on Thursday evenings, starting in September. She's got the 12th, the 26th, the 17th, and November 7th. So it's a long spread. But if you haven't taken Sherry's classes before, she kind of walks you through every detail. You're yawning again.
I'm not yawning.
You just yawned again.
That was not a yawn.
And then also, Sherry took the summer off, and one of the things she did was go to Ireland.
Correct.
And she took classes with Maggie Jackson, who is an Irish designer there. I believe she's Irish designer. But she has a very interesting style. It's pretty cool. but one of Sherry's favorite projects was this linen shawl. And the construction of it is kind of stair-stepped like this, which means when you wear it, it kind of turns into
seriously,
like a wrap. Yeah, like it almost looks like your arms come out right here, and it almost looks like a jacket when you wear it. And these tassels are optional. They're pretty cool. But the way that you space them out is you put a purl stitch as you're knitting. So you're kind of counting and knitting and putting your purl stitches. Then you go back and put your tassels so you know where to put the tassels so that they're all evenly spaced.
There you go.
But that's a pretty cool thing. She's thinking about doing that on a few of the Sundays. So subscribe to our newsletter if you haven't yet. I think most of you probably have if you're watching this. The link is on our website under Be the First to Know.
Mm-hmm.
Or check the list of classes down at the bottom. So, and then I've had a request to do the double knitting class again.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How's that make you feel?
That's all right. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. It's not complicated, but it is complicated. I think it's an intermediate. If you've never read a chart before, you might get lost. But then, even if you have, it's like you read it one way on this side, backwards on the other side. Yeah, anyway. But you don't really. It's easy once you get going. And then we might do a steeking class. I might do a steeking class.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good times.
People have asked. So just keep an eye out for that.
Cool.
Okay, what do we should talk about next after classes?
That would be new to the shop.
New stuff?
Yes.
You got some new stuff?
Got a few new things.
Okay, tell me about your new things.
Okay, well, let's start off. There's a couple of things that we've had in the shop for a while, but we brought in new bases. Malabrigo sent in the last shipment they sent to us, there was a single skein of yarn of this new base of theirs, and as soon as I showed everybody was like, I want it. And I tend to be a people pleaser, apparently, it turns out. So I knew it would make people happy if I brought it in, and it made sense for the shop because it's a sport / DK. The fiber content is 50% silk, 25 merino, 25 linen, so it's a good summer yarn for this climate. So it's called Cicero from Malabrigo. And these are just 4 of the colors. I think I got like 10 colors. So this is it right here.
You know what it might be nice for?
What might be nice for? Ooh, there you go. It's 325 yards, and yeah, they apparently can't decide if it's DK or sport, so they just put both on there. I was like, all right.
Okay.
Gave me an excuse to put something new in the sport section. So there is that. And then we had a meeting with Earth.
We did.
I did. You want to be technical. And we're bringing in a couple of new bases of theirs as well. One of them has not arrived yet, so I won't talk about that one yet. But the other one has. It's called Monochrome. It's a fingering weight. It's 100% extra fine superwash merino. And it is 435 yards. And again, this is not all of the colors that we got. I think we got like 8 colors altogether. So yeah.
So are they not in, or are
the other base?
The other 3 of 8, are they not in, or you just didn't grab them?
Oh, I just didn't grab them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like an orange and yellow. I tried to go rainbow with this, so I mean, it's all of these plus an orange plus a yellow plus I think a lighter gray maybe. So.
Cool.
Yep. So there is that. Do you want to roll with yours next, or should we jump to my other
Sure,
one?
I've got a giant basket of knitted wit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to start. Okay, I'll tell you what I have, and then I'm just going to start throwing colors at you. All right. Oh, maybe this would help. Alright, I've got a Superwash Merino nylon, 80/20 merino nylon. Looks like a sock weight, 420 yards. This is Pawnee Goddess. Sock. Knitted with sock. Phoenix Tears. This is beautiful. Kelp Cake. Also beautiful. Oh, we've got 2 kelp cakes.
Oh, wow.
One of them might be mine.
Or theirs.
Or it might go home with you.
There we go.
That's nice. You put 2 kelp cakes in here. Ooh, which one do I like better? Which one's mine and which one's yours? All right, we'll put those there. All right. Also, I've got some mohair, Unicorn Giggles, and Pawnee Goddess. This is 75% mohair, 28% silk. 459 yards. We've also got, in sock and DK, we've got a mixture of sock and DK for these Harry Potter inspired yarns. We've got Lionheart, that would be Gryffindor. Sneaky Snake.
Slytherin.
Do you remember that kid song, Sneaky Snake?
Yep.
I'm not gonna sing it, but
Please
I really
don't.
want to sing it.
Please don't.
I think I sing it at TNA.
No, I don't remember.
Maybe I didn't.
Anyway.
And then Badger Buddy for Hufflepuff. And Bird Nerd for Ravenclaw. And I don't remember Brown being in Ravenclaw.
It's kind of a gold.
But that is a really pretty combination.
So, so it's 3 bases. It's DK, sock yarn, mohair, and the colors are the same across all the different bases. So, the Harry Potter colors, a lot, and there's other Harry Potter based colors. They're the same across all 3 bases.
Yeah, Phoenix Tears is a Harry Potter reference.
Yeah, there's a St. Mungo's is one of the other colors, which is St. Mungo's Hospital. Or,
it is.
You're waiting for me if I knew it.
Okay. What else?
All right. Sorry.
Sneaky Snake song.
You gotta stop. Okay, and then we also got in, fresh off the truck, we've got Space Cadet. Now, we've got this in a couple of different bases as well. Again, as with everything, we're always looking at sock yarn. I don't know, I have no idea why. So this is the sock base. It's 90-10 superwash merino and nylon. It is...
Do you even knit socks, bro?
And how? 420 yards. Nice.
What? No color names? No.
Well, if they want to know the color names.
I'd like to know the color.
Okay, this is Troublemaker. This is Guilty as Charged. It's got kind of a green.
Oh yeah, tilted
going.
that way. You can see it better. It's just kind of gray on there. There you go.
Okay, this is Notorious, which is kind of the same thing as the last one, but with red instead.
No. Notorious. It kind of does look like the Duran Duran poster. Kind of got some of those colors.
I was thinking Notorious B.I.G. Anyway, Thrive. And Fathoms Down. Keep getting the label in the way.
How many fathoms?
All of the fathoms. Okay, and then finally we have another base of theirs, which is called, if I can get out of the basket. The base is called Maya, and it's 80-20 bamboo merino.
This is really pretty.
Also fingering weight, 400 yards. And this is Troublemaker.
So show us the difference between those two. The Troublemaker on the wool and the Troublemaker on the bamboo.
Right, so
That's Notorious.
Oh, sorry, Troublemaker.
There you go,
There we go.
Troublemaker. Look how it takes the dye differently.
Mhm.
That's the same dye, just the bamboo doesn't take the color as much.
Yeah, it gives it more of kind of this pastel sheen, almost. But yeah, so Troublemaker. This is Feather.
That's beautiful.
This is Phrygia, for comparison's sake. Two different blues. This is Sliver, which is like a gray. And Breathless, which is, it's also a gray, but with a hint of pink. There's the comparison.
Or lavendery, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't tell in there at all, I don't think. Oh my gosh, no.
And then finally, Crisp, which is kind of a green. So that is the Space Cadet. So that's pretty much it for yarn
That's
for
our
this
new
week.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've got more things coming, so stay tuned as well.
All right. So, do you have any? Is this the time where we move to finished?
This is the time that we can.
Do you have any finished?
Sadly, I do not, because I've been getting
That
all this
is
yarn
your
into the system.
Excuse every single time.
It's still true. You can look. You just sit back. You hang back.
Don't say anything. You'll regret.
You knit.
Don't say anything.
And you knit. Whereas I am like so busy
Say
working
anything. You'll
all
regret.
the time.
I do have some finished
I
things.
do get some knitting done at the shop, but it's like, not a lot, and usually later in the afternoon. So what do you have got over there?
What do I have
What
got?
do you have got?
I have got this little dude sweater. The little dude.
I thought
is
that was from last
finished.
time.
I don't think I had finished blocking it and finished covering the steeks.
So you are admitting that it was not in fact a finished object?
Did I present it as such?
I think you did. I feel like you did.
Might have. You might have to go back and watch the replay.
Mm-hmm.
But I covered the steeks with a method that Ann Budd showed me on the Knit Stars video. I do remember talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
You knit a strip of stockinette, and then you sew it in place over the steeks, so there aren't any steek fringes hanging out.
How do you sew it?
With a needle.
Like, how do you seam it or whatnot?
It's a secret. If you have to take my class to find out, Hunter.
Hmm.
Look at him studying it. He's really looking.
I am looking.
So,
Okay, cool. I see it.
it just needs buttons. So it's blocked. It's ready to go.
So when we see it in 2 weeks
No,
with
you won't see it
buttons.
again. So, and this is for a new nephew of ours.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then I've also got another My Boy Lollipop sweater that I whipped up. I think I was working on it last time.
Oof. What state is it in?
Oh, I fixed it.
You fixed it again?
Yeah, see if you can
Cool.
find the oh, okay, so I knit this and I wore it before blocking it because whatever. And then I put it in the closet. I folded it carefully on top of a dresser in the closet, and one of our cats decided that he wanted it. And so he drug it upstairs and he pulled a little hole in it. It didn't break the yarn. I just had to re-stretch out the stitches. It was on part of the ribbing. But he had drug it all the way upstairs, and so I was like, no, bad kitty. And then I actually did wash it the next day, and what I did with it is I just put it in a lingerie bag with the other delicates and laid it flat to dry, because that's all you need to do with it. You don't need to really block it every time you want to wear it. And
Is this something?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
There it is.
that's it.
I almost
he
thought
did
that was like an
something else up
increase or
here.
something. Then I was like, no, the stitches are the same.
Anyway, he got to it again while it was wet, and this time he did break some of the yarn.
That is a naughty cat.
But I was able to just use a small crochet hook and pull things to the other side, and I'm happy with it. And since this sweater doesn't actually have a front or a back, that can be the back. It doesn't.
I mean, it took a good deal of scrutiny by a self-described fiber baron to
You saw how hard he was looking at that to try to
I found
find
it, though.
But, yeah.
It took a minute. I found it. But, yeah, it looks good.
Wait, can you show it on the camera? Do you think it'll show up?
I don't think so, but we can try to show it. Okay, so I'm going to point at it right there.
Don't get it in your tea.
Or your water. I don't know if you can see that.
Where is it?
Like, right there.
Okay, I don't see. I'll wear that. Doesn't bother me. Oh, the other thing we forgot to talk about that's new is we have some new shawl cuffs.
Oh, I can grab it.
I like to wear as a bracelet if I'm not wearing a shawl.
Should I grab the basket and show them?
Sure.
Okay, be right back.
This is mine. It's got some embroidery on it. We also have some others with some cool stuff. These are some pretty neat stamps on that one. And let me grab a shawl so you can see how, because we had a question about how do you wear these on a shawl. Well, here's a shawl right here. So you could wear it in a few different ways, but if you're gonna do like a sideways one, is the way I've seen it that I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You put your shawl here. Let's see, this one's really pretty. And it keeps it on so that you don't have to constantly be fiddling with your shawl.
There it is.
Put it like that. You can wear it further over on the side. You could put it in the middle and wear it in the middle, like so. Like that. Or you could wear it as a bracelet like I do. But there are a lot of really neat ones.
Yeah, I was like, should I sew them individually or should I just go like, whoa?
Okay.
Shawl cuffs.
Shawl cuffs.
Yeah.
So those are my two finished objects.
Cool.
Those two sweaters. What are you working on?
He's still working on socks. There's sock 1.
That was fast.
Here is sock 2. I'm past the heel. Going up the leg now. I've probably got, I don't know, a few more inches. 1, 2.5, 3 more inches before I do the ribbing. Oh, and also, I got some new needles that they're on. Signature finally came out with their 9-inch size 1 circulars. And I have been using those, and I really like them.
Are they available in our shop?
They are hopefully available in our shop during the yarn crawl when we have the Signature Trunk Show.
So, if you'd like to see them, test drive them, fingers crossed that they will put them in our trunk show. We will certainly ask them to.
I think we already have. Did we? Or no, we need to?
We need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we are having a signature needle trunk show during the yarn crawl, which means you can test and purchase signature needles here with us. And if there's something that we run out of or don't have, what we've done in the past and what they've done for us in the past is you can just order it through us and they will ship it to you for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're pretty fast too. I think just a couple of days.
Yeah, I ordered mine, I want to say like Sunday or Monday. Probably Sunday. And I got it on Friday.
I am working on and almost finished with this Lily Mai cardigan by, Brosbel Henriksen. She is a Danish designer. And I got the pattern. It is on Ravelry, but you have to purchase it through her website, and she does have English versions, but I will tell you.
Did not yawn.
I will tell you that the translation is...
Yeah?
Yeah. If you get this and you have any questions about it, I can help you because... I mean, you just have to think it through and be like, okay, I get it. But it's not worded as someone whose native language is English would word it. It's a little different. But if you've knit a sweater before, it's just a raglan sweater in a fisherman's rib, which is, I'm going to say, like cheater's brioche. It looks similar to brioche, but it's so much easier. Mm-hmm. And it is knit with, she uses also yarn that is Danish yarn. But here's what I've got going so far. It is mohair and fingering weight. I'm using Tosh Merino Light with some glitter or stellina for the cuffs, collars, and ribbing. I'm holding that double, so 2 strands. And then I am using a yarn from Lang that I was testing out to see if we wanted to carry in the shop. Mm-hmm. It's Lang Mohair Trend. It's a mohair silk, 70 mohair, 30 silk. But the thing is, it's really chunky. Her pattern calls for 3 strands of mohair held together, and I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
So this is a really, it comes out seems like sport weight mohair, which you don't see very often. However, that means the balls are not very, they don't have a lot. I think, didn't we say 87 yards or something?
Something like that.
Not that much. Mm-hmm. So it's taken me 10 balls to do. It's going to take me all 10 balls to do this sweater. And it's not a huge sweater.
But imagine how much yardage it would be if you actually did it held triple with lace weight.
Well, I wonder if it says how much yarn you need. I bet it does. But it'll be in meters because...
I've got a solution for that.
Oh, here is in grams. It's 300 grams. Okay. And I knit the smaller size. I went down a needle size.
I think mohair typically comes 50 grams. So that would probably be 6.
And this is 250 grams of this. So I got it done with 250 grams. And she's calling for 300 grams.
Well.
So, yeah, takes a lot of mohair, but it goes by fast. It calls for size 10 needles, and I'm a loose knitter, so I'm using size 9. And, yeah, it goes by fast. It's going to have bubble sleeves, so here's the beginning of my sleeve. Hopefully not too many stitches just dropped off. But it'll have I'll go back to the TML for the sleeve cuff. Yeah, we're good, not too many. Much easier to fix than brioche too, although in mohair it's a little hard to see if you even made a mistake. So there are a few mistakes in here that I'm just going on because it's, yeah.
Cool.
And somebody asked, is it heavy? Is it really thick and heavy?
I mean, it's thick, but I wouldn't say it's that heavy.
It's really lightweight. It's kind of like a cloud, but I expected it would be warm because all this mohair is going to trap in heat. Mm-hmm. So it's been a fun knit. and it's a fun and quick knit.
Cool.
All right. Do you have anything in your queue that you want to knit next?
Yeah, I want to do the Afterthought socks with the sock tube.
Oh, yeah. How's your sweater going?
It's not.
Why not?
Because I've been working on socks. Only because I haven't bounced back and forth, but I have nothing against it, and I'll get back to it. Maybe that should be the next thing. Or a shop sample.
Of what?
I don't know. I feel like I should be productive in the shop, so I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Cool.
Now is the time that we do giveaways on the show.
That's right. So what do we have for the giveaway for this week?
We are giving away a skein of Forbidden Fibers.
Mm-hmm.
Fingering weight.
It is Pride is the
fingering
base.
weight.
Mm-hmm.
70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina in the gemstone blue color.
Yes.
And this is a generous yardage, isn't it?
I think it's 495.
495 yards. So the question was, what would you make with it?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were going to make shawls, which is fantastic.
Delightful.
Fantastic. There were 23 comments. Let me get my random number generator up. Generate a winner number. Generator. Okay. 1 through 23. Not 2,310.
Wow. Cool.
Who is it?
Number 1.
I mean, who's number 1?
You're
I'm
number one.
one. Who is it?
It's Leah.
Leah Testa.
Leah is the winner.
She's going to add some color and make the flying foxtail shawl.
Cool.
Yay, Leah.
All right. A winner is
Or is
you.
it Lee?
It's Leah.
All right. Congratulations. All right, what are we giving away this week? Oh yeah, I already said.
Mm-hmm.
One of these knitted wit kelp cakes. Perfect for socks, merino nylon, or you could do a shawl. 420 yards,
Nice.
hand wash, lay flat to dry, made in the USA. Is that what this says? It says made here. And it's got an American flag, or what I assume to be an American flag.
Okie doke.
See color swatches at knittedwit.com. Knitted Wit. All right, it's beautiful. What's our question going to be? Oh, what do you have on your list next to knit? What's in your queue? What are you looking forward to knitting as summer ends? How's that?
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, not great, but acceptable.
I think it's fantastic. What are
It's
you knitting
acceptable.
next? What are you knitting next? All right, that's it from us. Have a great end of your summer.
Bye.
Bye.